Hello and welcome to Run Vibes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may find yourself. My name is Dr. Rosemond Osei-Kranting, and here at Run Vibes, we learn, we grow, and we experience. Today, we continue our review of the book by Robin Sharma, The Leader Who Had No Title, and I'm reading a short passage from page 67. The electronic version of the book. The more time you spend outside of your comfort zone, the wider it grows. Growth is not a result of you staying where life feels safe, where life is comfortable, where life is predictable. Growth is a product of consistently embracing challenges in difficult situations that stretches your capacity. What is a comfort zone? Your comfort zone is any place of familiarity where you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel that you are in control, you feel that you are competent, where it is very routine. Everything that happens is predictable and normal, where risk is very minimal and it is very unlikely that you are going to fail at your routine tasks. And comfort is a good thing. We all want comfort. You even have people called comfort, right? Yeah, comfort is like I'm sitting here, I'm comfortable. Comfort is good, but when you remain in a place where you are comfortable, it will limit your growth. And every new challenge that is introduced into your life would initially be uncomfortable because it will demand that you learn a new set of skills. It will demand that you develop a new mindset. It will demand that you increase your faith. It may demand that you change your normal or routine way of doing things in order to fight that difficult circumstances. But for any of you who has faced a difficult thing before, you realize that initially it will look like it is impossible or difficult, or maybe this is going to be the end of you. But as you fall through it, as you develop the skills and the mindset to go through that difficult situation, you come to a place where you realize that the moment you have repeated exposure to that kind of difficulty, that challenge becomes normal to you. And that is because your comfort zone has expanded. What was once uncomfortable, once you learn how to deal with it, becomes a part of your comfort zone. And once your comfort zone expands, it also means that your capacity has expanded. And so if you are not facing challenges or difficulty, your capacity remains small or remains the same. And God is our ultimate head and leader. And you notice that in the Bible, many times, before God would entrust a certain level of leadership to people, He would force them out of their comfort zone into a place where they are out of their depth, or a place that is unfamiliar. And that is where He trains them before He gives them or reveals to them what is possible. And so, for example, when God called Abraham out of his father's house, it's comfortable. That's his father's house. I mean, one of the blessings in life is to live in your own country. I have lived in different countries before, but it's never like being home in Ghana. And so for God to call a man to leave his family, his country, his kindred, blah, blah, blah. And it's not like leave here and go to US or leave here and go to Canada. Leave here and go to a land I'll show you. Like, saying how? In this modern day, when somebody tells you that to free Ghana, now baby, like people will think that you've gone cuckoo. But that is how God trains us by pushing us. Sometimes God literally has to push some of us out of our comfort zone because we have become too comfortable. And the moment you are pushed out of your comfort zone, that is when God can begin to reveal to you what is possible. Because baby, out on to me, where you are sitting, you cannot see. You have to get off that high horse. You have to get off that throne that you have created for yourself. You have to leave that country you have created for yourself, where everything revolves around you, and push yourself into the desert. And that is where God can show you what else is possible. And God's pattern of making us better people, of increasing our capacity, of developing our character is through stretching. He will enlarge your influence first by enlarging your faith, your character, and your capacity. And as he sees you step up to that new level, the more he realizes that you are prepared for greater purposes. You are prepared to lead more people. You are prepared to go on to higher heights and to dare to handle more difficult and daring situations. And so if you are here and your life is too comfortable right now, maybe you need to take a second. And if God is in the picture, it won't be very long. God does not keep you in the comfort zone for too long. And there's going to be a wind that will blow. And one of the purposes of these winds that blow from time to time in our lives is to push us out of our comfort zone, to go out there into the place of unknown, into the wilderness, where God can show us the things we need to see that we otherwise would not have seen sitting in the place where we are comfortable. And on that uncomfortable note, to bring this presentation to an end, join me next week as we study more nuggets from the leader who had no title. God bless you. Ciao.